Hi guys. So this is talking you guys through your third essay. This one is focused on character analysis within the Romantic movement. So for your prompt, you're going to choose one or two characters from one of the works that you read in this unit. I say that you're allowed to do two because you may want to essentially compare the two characters, or you can do a deep dive into one character. It's your choice. But you're going to look at how those characters either represent or don't represent romantic ideals. So look at elements or look at characterization elements that represent romantic ideals, like focus on a return to nature, or the focus on the artist, or the focus on the individual. So you're going to draw on your understanding of characterization as a literary element. So you're going to make sure you use words like antagonist, protagonist, primary, secondary, passive, developed, round, flat, as well as secondarily the other literary elements that you would, of course, look at. So things like symbolism, metaphors, motif, um, themes. But you're going to want to choose a strong character, so one that you can write 3 pages about. And you're going to need to make sure that you draw on the text for concrete evidence. So that means pulling specific quotes from the text that help support your claims about that character. So if you say, for example, that Montresor represents a romantic ideal of the tragic artist or the tragic figure, you're going to want to pull specific quotes that show him as that figure. Um, so as you're working, you're going to need to make sure that you find and use one scholarly source to support your claim, at least. So this is from the TCC database. Make sure that you choose a source that talks about the specific work that you're looking at. It doesn't necessarily have to be around the character you're choosing to analyze, but as long as it's related to the work that you're analyzing. Um, Pull specific quotes from that source, just like you do from the text itself, to support your claims. So your essay is going to be due on Sunday, November 3rd at midnight, or at 11:59 p.m. Your essay needs to be 3 to 4 pages in length and requires standard MLA formatting. That means to the bottom of the third page at minimum. You can always write more. Remember that everything is checked through SafeAssign and needs to be, again, MLA formatted. So you can choose any character from The Last of the Mohicans, any of the Longfellow poems that we read, Poe, any of the 3 short stories we read, or The Scarlet Letter. So you guys are going to be graded on making sure you have a good development of an argument centered around that close character analysis, and then showing how it relates to romanticism. As I said, you can also look at how a character, for example, does not portray specific romantic ideals. So, for example, the Scarlet Letter, you might choose to analyze a character who represents Puritan ideals versus the romantic ideals and show how they're not showcasing the romantic ideals. Um, you need to make sure you have the proper number of resources, one scholarly source at least, and a full exploration of the chosen works, good evidence from the primary and one scholarly article that you are using, proper MLA formatting and style, and depth of analysis with scholarly language. As always, make sure you have a complete essay structure, and make sure that you include a bibliography, which should have the work that you're analyzing as well as the scholarly source. If you have any questions about this, let me know. If you need a refresher on literary analysis or specific elements that you could be examining, go back to the week 1 folder. In the basics section, there's a long list and a document and a video which can give you a refresher on basics of literary analysis. Again, if you have any questions, let me know, but otherwise, go ahead and move on.